Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more of The Raven, Chapter 3, A Murder of Ravens. In the last episode, we played as both Adil and also, oh gosh, I've forgotten her name already, Patricia. That's it. And the last episode was left on an exciting note, in that we had just stopped Dr. Gebhardt from committing a most heinous murder. And now we are chasing him as he tries to make his escape, which, when you think about it, is kind of stupid because we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. So how he gets away, I have no idea. But let's jump right into the game and find out. Here's Adil, and we're going to enter the saloon. We just ran up the stairs after the doctor, and Adil is sort of looking very hopefully in this direction, so I'm thinking that he probably wants us to go in this direction. What do you think?
I can see LeGrand in the saloon. I don't think Gebhardt would have gone there.
Oh, or not. That teach me right. Teach me for being snarky. Let's go to the side deck. I love how he runs. Dr. Gebhardt, don't do it.
Where are you?
Life is worth living. Let's see where he is. We can go to the rear deck. What would I do if I were a murderer? I would run upstairs. Hey, wait a minute! Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No! Why? Can't you just leave me alone?
Uh-oh. No! Oh my god. Wow, Gebhardt is really, not a cool dude. This is as exciting as all get out. Gebhardt!
Stay there.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It is always the same old story.
Well, it's time to find out about his story. Oh, I hope he doesn't jump. Let's find out about the Baroness, who found out, at least we think she did, that this man here, Dr. Gebhardt, was a murderer. So let's find out what he knows about the Baroness.
Is that why you killed her? Was the Baroness part of your old stories?
She was her sister. I loved her. With all my heart. They were Jewish, you know? But I didn't care about that. I hid them when it became dangerous for them. I looked after them. I brought them food. I was a party member. And still, I hid her and her whole family.
You risked your life for a woman you loved. And 30 years later, you murder her sister?
I saw her swollen belly. I was so angry. He was one of them, you know? They just used me. I hid them, brought them food, and in return they laughed about me behind my back.
What did you do?
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews. We have to burn them out. And that's what they did.
Oh, I'm really not liking this, dude. I'm trying to figure out what I want to ask next. Let's talk about the murder of the Baroness. I'm unsure if we won't get a chance to ask him everything before he jumps, so I'm going to go for the most important things.
I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in New York. Tried to get her family out of East Prussia, but I was able to prevent that.
You say you loved her, and yet you wanted to deny her and her family a safe life.
They were safe. I protected them. It was for their sake that I joined the party. I had contacts. I wrapped them in my protective embrace.
You didn't let her escape because you wanted to keep her close to you.
She sent photos to her sister before the war. She must have recognized me yesterday in Venice. I certainly recognized her.
The Baroness was searching through her photos. That's true.
She couldn't get me during the war. And after the war, I disappeared. Gave myself a new name, a new resume, a new life. And then, suddenly, there she was. About to ruin everything.
So, she had to die.
I didn't want that. But she gave me no choice. Why did she have to stir up old ghosts?
All right now.
No. It ends. Here and now.
Why do you want to kill yourself?
Isn't it obvious?
Oh.
He can't bear his false, hollow life anymore.
Who are you? What do you want?
A man who understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward himself. Who, because of wounded vanity, burdens himself with immense guilt.
Don't come any closer.
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? And you hated what you saw there. So you smashed the mirror. But the sins of the past are catching up with you now, aren't they?
No.
No!
A skull with empty eyes full of fear.
Stop it.
Stop it!
Oh, dear, you really know how to dampen the mood. I almost had him. And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders? Are you not here to assist me?
I won't.
That wasn't a question.
Okay, so this is getting pretty tense. So Dr. Gebhardt is a coward who kills people and is getting ready to jump off the ship. And we have the Raven here, the good butler, Mr. Inch, who is a total bleepity bleep 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 bleep. And we have the only slightly decent person here, and Adil. He's not going to apologize. There's no way I'm going to apologize. And let him, ruin this poor Dr. Gebhardt. I want Dr. Gebhardt to, I don't know. He has to atone for his crimes, but I don't want him to kill himself. So I think it's going to be option number 2. We don't want any more dead people. Enough death.
I don't want any dead bodies.
The same old story. You want success, but you don't want to get your hands dirty.
Isn't the Raven famous for that?
I do what's necessary.
No!
Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
no. What is it then? You wanted to jump anyway, or you should at least.
Inch?
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. He needs a bit of motivation. Come on now, chop chop, jump.
Oh my...
You are the Baroness's butler, aren't you? I did not want to kill your mistress.
Oh, nonsense. Forgiven and forgotten. If you don't mind my asking.
There must be another solution.
Why are you doing this?
Nothing personal. Well, that's not entirely true. You're a miserable excuse for a human being, aren't you? But mainly, you're a means to an end. Your death will get Inspector LeGrand off our backs.
The inspector? What do I have to do with him?
Your letter. The one in which you confess to being the Raven and to killing the Baroness because she saw through your ruse.
That's absurd.
Indeed it is. But people will believe almost anything if it suits them. The press will love it. Bold Inspector LeGrand saves the day again. Interviews, medals, urgent telegrams from the capital. Our dear friend won't be able to escape the limelight. And by the time the commotion has ended, I'll be long gone.
Oh. Yeah, well, we could play it very evil here and say there's no other alternative to keep our own neck safe out of the noose, or we could let him live. And of course, I'm certainly not gonna... I mean, I know he killed a bunch of people, but still. Nah. I'm gonna try and let him live. Adil, throw yourself on him.
You can't kill him.
Why not? He's a bastard, his death will help us, and he's a witness. If we let him go, we'll both go to jail.
All the same, we're not going to kill him. You got us into this situation. And as long as I'm alive, I won't let anyone be killed in my presence.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh boy. Wow, this is stressful. I need a cup of tea. Let's see here. You can't kill both of them. You just can't, can't go around killing everybody. Somebody eventually is gonna see you. But I'm gonna go with the whole, he still needs me. Because he does.
I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me. Or him.
Very well. You win.
Wow. He is so evil. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
Never speak to me like that again. Do you understand? I need you to steal the eye, but one day I could be overwhelmed by a feeling of hatred that will make me forget the eye. And there are worse things I could do than simply shoot you. I suggest you go back to your cell. You need to be fit for Cairo. I still have a confession to write.
Oh no. Well, a bad end for Dr. Gebhardt.
The end of the Raven. Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong and LeGrand catches on? I couldn't bear it if something happened to her. I can't afford to slip up.
Mr. Jamal, I'm glad you could make it.
Let's get this over with.
Still angry on account of the good doctor?
You disgust me.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2 hours, and I of you.
Well, since we know, who the Raven is, that's been revealed to us some time ago, and we know the fate of the doctor. Oh, sad. That's so sad. There's still one person that we don't know about, and who is this shadowy figure behind everything? That is the last part of the mystery. Let's talk to him and see if we can find out more about Mr. X.
Have you already met your Mr. X?
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak. He put the blueprints under the statue of Imhotep.
Blueprints?
A sketch of the museum, not the kind you can get just anywhere. This one shows secret entrances, basements, and attic rooms that the Resistance used during the war.
That's what it was about.
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be marked on the blueprints. Open it and give me a sign.
I still want to know what he has to say about the doctor's murder. There's like a little part of me that hopes that the doctor, I don't know, caught a passing dinghy going by or something. Hopped on the back of a dolphin.
Will there be more deaths here in the museum?
If you follow my instructions, no.
If people are in danger, I'll call the whole thing off.
I don't kill for fun, only when it's necessary.
Is it ever really necessary?
Sometimes. Revenge, for example, when one has been betrayed.
I'd really like to see this Raven guy get it in the kisser. I'd like to sock him one myself. It's ticking me off. Let's talk about the basement. We've been there before, playing as another character, but let's see if there's anything else that the Raven has to share with us.
What's the next step after the basement?
You'll find out when it's time.
But...
Okay.
And what about LeGrand?
My diversion worked wonderfully. The press has laid siege to the French embassy, and LeGrand won't be able to escape them. He should arrive in a few minutes with the safe, and then he'll have to answer ridiculous questions from reporters all afternoon.
That's why we're striking now.
A regrettable necessity. I would have preferred to make my grand entrance this evening at the gala. But yes, we will strike as soon as the safe is in the treasure chamber and LeGrand has left.
All right then, I'll pay a visit to Imhotep and we'll meet in the basement.
Good monkey. Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed to visitors until tomorrow.
Then how...
You'll find a way.
Right in the kisser. Boy, that guy ticks me off. Okay, so we have another problem in front of us. We need to get into the museum. And I can see some windows. I can see a handy fire ladder here. It looks like a truck. We need to kind of maybe get this truck, drive it underneath this fire ladder would be my first guess, and then get in through this window. So let's examine it.
I bet the craftsmen are nearby. If not in the museum, then somewhere around here.
Okay.
I bet the craftsmen are near...
Oh, already got that. And we can open the door.
I hope the owner doesn't come back while I'm tampering with the truck. Craftsmen aren't known for their calm, sympathetic natures.
Okay. Let's hope they don't come back, because you need to move this truck. I always love it how people look both ways.
Locked.
Oh, darn it. Locked. Search the trash can. Let's see if there's a handy wire that someone threw away. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to examine the fire ladder so that he can give us the clue as to what we're supposed to do with it.
Interesting. A fire ladder. Maybe I can get into the museum from the roof.
And I thought so. Push the van backwards? I want to see what happens. Let's see. I don't know. It's probably too heavy. Yep, too heavy.
Nope. The handbrake is on.
Okay. Ah, a hitch. Okay.
There's a tennis ball stuck on the tow hitch. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from the grease.
That was totally not helpful. Let's go back and search the trash can. Because, you know, because we can.
I have to improvise if I want to get into the museum.
That's what you're good at. Oh, a broken umbrella.
Oh, nothing. I never imagined I'd be up to my elbows in garbage, and I still haven't found anything.
Okay, so it looks like there's nothing else we can do there.
Do I need an umbrella in Cairo? Or could it help me get into the museum? A rod like that could be useful.
Excellent. We now have a rod. Wonderful. I think we can take this rod and open the door.
I could probably reach the door lock with the rod, but how's it supposed to catch hold?
Okay, we need one more thing. We can't just... Let's see if there's anything back here. How is it supposed to... Oh, the tennis ball. Okay, don't know how a tennis ball is going to help us, once again. But I'm learning with this adventure game that the best thing to do is to just click and somehow it comes together and you go, oh, that's genius. We're kind of like the MacGyver of...
Got it.
So now we have a tennis ball and we have a wire. We're like the MacGyver of sneak thieves. Okay, so... The only thing we can do here is...
The tennis ball is slit open, and the inside is smeared with grease. No one will ever play tennis with this now.
I'm going to right-click on each thing.
Thick wire frame from the umbrella. It keeps it open in the wind.
Thank you. I'm going to try combining these and seeing if it makes anything that's helpful. And the answer to that is no. Nope. Okay, so it looks like we have to find some other aspect, some other thing that we need here. We can go upstairs. Oh, look, here's the baby! Earlier in the story, the museum director expressed fear that he had lost his dog, and now we know why.
Who's a good dog? Yeah, who's a good dog then?
Oh, what a sweetie doggy.
Good dog. I like dogs. I had a border collie back home. Followed me everywhere. He was very old, but the most loyal friend you could wish for.
Tennis ball. Play with the dog. Because, you know, we've got time.
That might be just the thing. You want it?
Yeah, but don't, oh my gosh, don't get hurt. Come back. Okay, good.
Yeah, you like that, don't ya?
So, I'm not quite sure what that was about.
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow.
Let's try winning charm on him and beg.
Can you please let me in? My ship sails tonight, and I can't leave Egypt without having...
Get yourself a shovel and head for the desert. Maybe you'll get lucky.
I apologize if that was me accidentally clicking in the middle of his speaking, Adil's speaking.
But there are visitors in the museum.
Carefully selected by Director Mokhtar. Or they have an invitation.
Is there any chance of getting such an invitation?
For you? No.
It sounds very much like that.
Never mind. See you later.
Better luck next time, huh?
You're too kind.
It seems very much like that voice actor was the same voice actor as Dr. Gebhardt. So, I don't think the dog really has anything to do with the puzzle.
This little dog is crazy about the ball. Maybe I can somehow use that to my advantage.
I wonder, could I throw the ball into the museum and the dog would chase after it? Yes. And maybe that would distract the guard and he would run off and we could sneak in. It's a possibility.
Well, who wants to become an accomplice in a burglary? Yes, who wants to be an accomplice?
Oh, look at them.
What are you doing? Come here, you...
That is Dr. Gebhardt's character voice.
Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck, even if it costs me...
Oh, I clicked to go in behind his back. But that didn't really do much.
You made yourself an enemy, pup. No, that won't work. I can't just talk the guard into letting me in.
Okay. Well, let's try it again. This time, really... some funky animation there. Go get it! Oh, he's so cute! Can we go in?
Next time.
Sneak into the museum. There we go. Hide, quick, hide. Perfect. Oh, I hope Adil isn't this coffee pot. Wonderful. Okay. This is a fine how do you do. I don't, let's see. I do know, because of the way this game is structured, we know what happens. We just don't know how it happens from this perspective. And it's a fascinating storytelling tool. We know that the guard from previous episodes gets knocked out, and I'm thinking Adil is the one who does it because he's not got a problem with knocking people out. We can tamper with the coffee machine, and not sure how that's going to help, but I think we're going to do that in the next episode because the story is moving along at a nice clip here and is very exciting. I really want to know who this Mr. X is and put all the pieces in place for the fascinating story that is The Raven. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please hit the thumbs up button below and encourage me. And if you loved what you saw today, join the party, the ever-growing party, and subscribe. I'll see you back here on, I was going to say on board the MS Lydia. We've been in so many different locations. In the museum in Cairo in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.